Fatikuba in River State. She's a woman that has held on through thick and thin, speaking for the oppressed and the poor workers of River State. She was supposed to be here in person. She sends her apologies. She's unavoidably absent. But journalists in River State have been one of those that have made her voice go far and wide. Even when nobody wants to hear her voice, even when nobody wants, in fact, at a point it was as if nobody should take her news, but you guys kept on. The news kept coming. So we say thank you. Your theme for this workshop is really apt. When I said investigative journalism, I was with the NUJ chair when our Guba candidate asked me to come. So I said to him, what is investigative journalism? And he looked at me and laughed. It's apt in the sense that most times you could read a story, one story from two different news points, and you wonder if both stories happened at the same place and time. And that's where the bias of the journalist comes in. We're in a critical time in our society right now. A time where your work will make our society great. A time where your influence will go a long way in shaping the discourse, the political discourse going on right now. Our comrade chairperson and Guba candidate has come out on a mission to rescue the state, a mission to rescue the poor and the oppressed. She has come out on a mission to change the narrative. And we are calling on you to join in this mission to make things happen, to change things from the way things have ordinarily gone in our state and in our country. There are many people out there that read your news every day, and it is what you say that they believe. Even my little daughter right now, she follows me when I'm online, and most times when I'm reading news, she says I should go to Popo or Welene, because she has come to believe that particular one. So sometimes we go to another place, she says, but this is not what Welene said, I will laugh in my mind. So what am I saying? There are people that believe you and take what you say to the bank. They could die because of what you say. They could live because of what you say. So in essence, our lives are in your hands. So tell us the right things. The ones you have investigated, the ones you are sure of, the ones that you know that will promote our country, that will promote the Niger Delta region. I studied abroad, and I knew that most times the stories we hear about the Niger Delta then, in the heat of the militancy, was just all about militants. It took a long while to convince my colleagues. I had to do some seminar presentations to show them the other side of the Niger Delta, that we're not just all about militancy. And even the militancy, I had to explain. I remember my master's thesis was on the oil politics. I had to explain, and they all came to the point that, oh yeah, if we are them too, they will join the militants to get their rights by force and to take control of their resources. So in essence, the story you put out there, especially at this critical time of our society, will go a long way to make and mar Nigeria. So I urge you this day, on behalf of my comrade chief, Mrs. Beatrice Itubo, to say, join this rescue mission. Do what is right. The earlier speaker talked about integrity. Do what is right for our state. Do what is right for our nation. If the story you are putting out there will promote development, inclusive development and that, and if you can really hit your chest and say, yes, this story is true, and say that, yes, this narrative is the correct one, but if not, please, no matter the price, don't let your pain be bought with money. Thank you.